The history of corruption in Venezuela is characterized by a long-standing, persistent, and intense presence that predates the modern era and has escalated into what many experts now describe as a mafia state. As of 2026, Venezuela consistently ranks as one of the most corrupt nations globally, with Transparency International placing it 178th out of 180 countries. Early history and the 19th century corruption in Venezuela has roots in the struggle for independence and early dictatorial regimes. Simón Bolívar era, 1813 to 1830. Despite Bolívar's decrees making corruption punishable by death, his military forces were often financed by plundered cities and church ornaments. Karl Marx notably criticized Bolívar as a conspirator and looter who sought to preserve power for the Creole nobility. Antonio Guzmán Blanco, 1870 to 1888, known for stealing from the treasury and abusing power. He seized Catholic church property and exhumed Bolívar's remains to create a false aura of legitimacy for his corrupt administration. Cipriano Castro, 1899 to 1908, his rule is regarded as one of the most corrupt periods, marked by plundering the treasury, establishing monopolies to enrich his inner circle, and personal extravagance that led to international naval blockades. The 20th century, the devil's excrement, the discovery of oil in the 1920s institutionalized corruption, as the state began managing vast revenues without checks and balances. Juan Vicente Gómez, 1908 to 1935, by his death, he was the richest man in the country, having treated the state as a personal fiefdom and distributing oil wealth to close favorites. Marcos Pérez Jiménez, 1952 to 1958, his regime was notoriously repressive and rigged elections. When he fled into exile in 1958, he reportedly left a suitcase containing $2 million on the airport runway. The Sierra Nevada scandal, 1980, President Carlos Andrés Pérez was found politically responsible for overpricing a ship purchase, emblematic of the patrimonialism and increased corruption that followed the 1970s oil boom. Riccati scandal, 1980s, during Jaime Lucinci's presidency. Approximately $36 billion was misused through the foreign exchange program Riccati. The Bolivarian Revolution, 1999, present. Under Hugo Chavez and Nicolás Maduro, corruption became systemic, merging political and criminal power. Hugo Chavez era, 1999 to 2013, corruption worsened as the government centralized power, dismantled judicial independence, and used public funds to buy international allies. Billions were lost in scandals like the PDVL rotten food case, where 130,000 to 170,000 tons of food imported with state subsidies were left to rot.